Okay, so we had quite the morning.
Quite the morning.
We got our estimate for the ADU last night, and it was a lot more than we were expecting. The price that they kind of quoted verbally for an unattached ADU in the yard and the garage conversion came in at the same exact price. So
shocking. Very shocking. It was about 33% more than what we anticipated at a high end. So after talking back and forth last night, oh my God, what are we going to do? Oh, we can't do it. Oh my God.
Okay, so the builder reached out to us and sent us a copy of a text from November 7th. So it said, as it stands right now, we can add a second story to your garage with no major engineering changes. Architect confirmed that it's possible to add a second story. Tyler predicts the cost per square foot to be anywhere from $175 to $200 per square feet. So what I'm reading here is the price for a ADU on the second story of the garage, not the regular first story of the garage. So I'm thinking this 175 to 200 is for a second story, and I believe this is where the confusion began.
Oh my God. We scheduled a call with them. Or they
I just said, what did I say? Well, you get your man cave back.
Yes. Yeah.
I was just throwing it out the window. Well, that didn't work.
And by that time, now I am psychologically over my man cave. So it was like, what? No.
Yeah.
And I've been taking it all apart and putting it up in the attic and figuring out where everything goes in the house and getting everything prepared for this construction. So
we set up a call for this morning, and I know that there was going to be tension. I didn't really realize how much tension there was until the first thing I said was, first off, we love you guys. And they were like, ah.
Big sigh, huge sigh of relief. Just and suddenly a big smile on their face, and they were like, oh, thank God you said that. Oh, we love you guys too.
So that really was very helpful because we do like them. We didn't like that price. So we had about a 40-minute conversation with the whole team about the miscommunication, some things like about the bathroom. They thought that it was going to be all tile around the tub, and I had gone a different way, and I guess they didn't catch that. And so there were a lot of things that we could do to lower the price. Like the front of the garage where we were going to have matching brick along the bottom, we're just going to leave that out, and that's going to save us a bunch of money. Some side electrical work we wanted to do, we're going to leave that aside for now. And then you went over a lot of stuff with them.
Yeah, there's room to cut, and certainly knowing that when you give an estimate that you need to be able to be flexible with it. And they have subcontractors that gave them a price, and of course that price to them is a fair price, but it's also on the higher end of what they would charge probably, or what they could get. And we asked them to go back to those subcontractors and see what they could do to get the work and see where that goes. But hopefully there's a lot of cutting that can be done so that we get closer to what we anticipated this costing, so that it makes sense for us financially, because we have to spend money in order to, quote, make money. So.
Yeah. Plus, we never really went over what our maximum was, like our cutoff. That was something that was not discussed. And I think the thing is that we started this actually in October. I think we got in touch with them the beginning of November, and it's now February 2nd today. So a lot of time has gone by, and we've been on pins and needles trying to wait and see what kind of an estimate they were going to give us, because we really didn't know how much it was going to cost.
And they were waiting for all of their subcontractors to get their bids in. So rather than kind of giving us, hey, this is where we're at now, let's just wait till we get all the numbers. I don't want to tell you anything until we have all the numbers. And we got all the numbers, and we said, that's too many numbers.
But they also initially told us 50 to 70,000 for the garage conversion, and then came back after that and said 70 to 90. So you can imagine why we were so surprised at 120.
120, right.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be spending that for the garage. So our game plan now, working with them, is to see what they can do to trim all that. We told them a realistic number for us. And we're also going to pursue a couple other options. And
get some other estimates and have a consult. We have a friend in the community, the real estate community, that's going to consult for us. So that'll be nice.
So our good friend Trevor from 360 Construction, who was our first choice to build this ADU, but he was too busy at the time. But he was kind enough to come over and look over the numbers from the other construction company. And he pretty much said, it's in line with what he charges. And he thought it was more than fair. We thought it was too much, but he said, no, it's not. So where do we go from here? We met Trevor through the local RIA that he runs, Revin, in Vancouver, Washington. And we also reached out to Rob Harden. He's in the greater Portland area. He's a sub-2 student and owns a very successful big drywall company. And he's also a home remodeler, and said, hey, Rob, how much could you build an ADU for? And this is what he said.
I could do it for 50 grand, but it would probably take me 5 years.
So that's the path we're going down. Now, it's not a bad thing. It's a learning curve for us because, as we expressed to this company, we don't know anything about this stuff. Real estate is all new to us anyway.
And construction.
Construction is like totally out of our league. I'm dangerous with a screwdriver. So we have no idea.
We probably know just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah, we do. And we kind of assume, well, that probably shouldn't cost any more than blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh my God, that came in 10 times higher. How could that be? Because we don't know. So
yeah. So, all right, that's what happened today. And we're looking forward to seeing how it goes forward. We do really want to work with this company because they've been so good and always on time and always replying to all our questions. So we do feel good about them. So keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, so our original quote was $117,475. Then the builder revised it at our request to $87,685. We did more negotiations because we wanted some things back in that they took out, and we came to a final quote of $96,185,000. The things that we took out were the electric going out to the shed. That was an extra, had nothing to do with the ADU. The front masonry, which is the brickwork that we wanted to do in front of the house where the garage was, and their $5,000 reserve. What we put in was they downgraded us to an in-wall heater, and we wanted to put the mini split back in. We added the desk build because that's a special thing for the unit, is having a custom desk. And then we took out the tile tub and put in the shower insert. So if you were to build an ADU today in 2023, I don't know if our numbers would work. So with our square footage, which was about 500 square feet, and estimating around $200 per square foot, that comes in at $100,000. So that's where we're at now. Those were 2022 prices. So what it would be today, you might want to do a little research. I'm thinking it's quite a bit more. Now, this is just a quote. It'll be interesting to see what the final numbers are at the end of the project.
we want to give a special thanks to the incredibly talented Kelly Emerson for providing us the music for Our MTR Life.
And please like, subscribe, and share our journey with your friends and family.